Hopping onto the fairy tale retelling bandwagon, the Descendants series has captured the attention of Disney fans all over the globe. The made-for-Disney TV film series began in 2015, much to the delight of young Disney lovers. Its story follows the teenage children of popular Disney villains like Maleficent, Jafar, and Cruella de Vil. It's been a nice change to have the focus be on what many would call the bad guys, and viewers have been mesmerized by its musical numbers. The show is also credited with making quite a few young actors millionaires due to its popularity. Ready to be astounded by how rich this cast is? Let's get started! Sarah Jeffrey. Canadian-born Sarah plays the role of Princess Audrey, daughter of Princess Aurora, or Sleeping Beauty, as most of us know her, and Prince Philip. While not a daughter of villains herself, the character certainly engages in villainous behavior herself, stealing crowns and placing curses willy-nilly. Sarah the actress began her acting career in 2013 at the age of 17. After one small role in an unsold television pilot, she jumped straight to a lead role in the television series Rogue, opposite Thandie Newton. Before that show ended, she was already appearing on Descendants in 2015. Since then, she joined the cast again for the second and third installments of the series. Not one to take a day off of work from the busy world of Hollywood acting, she also took up a lead role in a crime series called Shades of Blue, playing the daughter of Jennifer Lopez's character. To date, she's got 12 credited TV and film roles under her belt, along with a few singles from the Descendants films. Her current net worth is listed at just $500,000, the lowest of her Descendants castmates, but still more than we have in our pocket at the moment. Melanie Paxson. One of the older stars of the show, Melanie Paxson plays the role of the fairy godmother. Although she's been around much longer than many of her younger co-stars, Melanie's net worth is a mere $900,000. While she's been acting a long time, most of her roles have been one-off guest roles in sitcoms or television dramas, such as CSI, Medium, and American Dad. She lives with her husband and 2 kids in LA and serves as co-owner to their restaurant Simple Things Sandwich and Pie Shop. While she may not have as much cash in the bank as some of her castmates, she clearly has a fulfilling family life and a steady stream of acting gigs. Thomas Doherty. Born in Edinburgh, Scotland, Thomas Doherty's first big acting role came with the musical drama series The Lodge, which aired on the Disney Channel to viewers around the world. In 2016, he joined the cast of The Descendants as Harry Hook, son of none other than Captain Hook himself. The show took him away from the UK to film in Canada, and he again joined for the third installment of the franchise, which came out earlier this year. Between being named one of the 50 hottest boys in the world by Vogue magazine and racking up the acting roles for his filmography, Thomas has accumulated $1 million in net worth. Putting this to good use, Doherty bought a beach house in California with off-screen girlfriend Dove Cameron. Mitchell Hope. Born in 1994 in Melbourne, Australia, the actor stars as Ben, the son of Disney characters Beast and Belle, in all 3 films in the Disney Channel Original Movies franchise. During his audition, the casting and talent vice president at Disney said, "We were intrigued by Mitchell's natural acting style, boyish charm, and winning personality." Fans clearly adored him as well, leading him to continue on with the role for the remainder of the series. His popularity has led him to a net worth of $1 million, which certainly isn't bad for a somewhat newish actor. It's also likely that he'll hang on to that money for years to come. His Instagram doesn't boast fancy cars or big houses as much as it does hanging out with friends and family and the occasional dog. His down-home and good-natured personality will surely keep him in the spotlight for years to come. Dianne DOAN. This Vietnamese-Chinese-Canadian actress began her acting career with a small role in the 2013 series Once Upon a Time and continued on with a couple more roles before being scooped up for the role of Lonnie, the daughter of heroes Mulan and Li Shang, in 2015. Like her castmates, she has enjoyed an enormous amount of popularity from Disney fans, as well as helped to bring even more diversity to the show. She was also cast in a major recurring role in the History Channel's Vikings series in the 4th season. Her acting credits are continuously growing, and we assume that her current $1.5 million net worth will be growing quickly in the years to come. Brenna D'Amico. At just 18 years old, this star boasts an incredible net worth of over $2 million. Starring as Jane, the daughter of fairy godmother, Brenna shines on the screen with dark hair and brilliant blue eyes. Along with her castmates, she has also lent her voice to the animated short series Descendants' Wicked World. However, her filmography is quite small compared to her colleagues, so it might make you wonder how she attained those $2 million. Well, Brenna hasn't stopped in Hollywood. Instead, she's called YouTube her second home for over 6 years. She was quite active on her channel, which currently has just under 19,000 subscribers. Most of her videos are of her showing her musical skills, playing covers on either the piano or guitar. It's clear that if she ever wanted to quit acting, she could surely make a living with her musical talents alone. If not, she could easily continue with collaborating with brands on her Instagram and rake in even more cash and free products. CHEYENNE MCCLAIN. CHEYENNE entered the world of acting at the tender age of 7 years old, performing in the film The Gospel. 2 years later, she was starring in Tyler Perry's Daddy's Little Girls opposite Idris Elba and her own sisters. This role launched her into the public eye, and she quickly racked up mountains of acting credits. Starring in Descendants 2 and 3 as Uma, the daughter of infamous sea witch Ursula from The Little Mermaid, was the cherry on top of the sundae of her already heaping filmography. It's no surprise then that her net worth is sitting pretty at around $2.5 million. Helping her reach that amount are her endorsements with popular stores like Target and Texas grocery store chain H-E-B. BOOBOO Stewart. At just 25 years old, BOOBOO Stewart already has an immense filmography to his name. His first role as Little Boy, we're not making that up, in 2004 film Yard Sale was his entrance to his successful acting career in Hollywood. He amassed role after role in each of the following years, appearing in films like The Twilight Saga and X-Men, as well as in TV roles for CSI, Hawaii Five-0, and Everybody Hates Chris. He even worked as a stuntman and toured with Hannah Montana Miley Cyrus on her Best of Both Worlds tour. By the time he joined Descendants as Jay, the son of Jafar, he'd already had a lot more experience on stage and on screen than many of his castmates. All this work has led Mr. Stewart to an astounding net worth of over $4 million. He's putting that money to good use through his extensive philanthropic work. Using his celebrity and probably a few of his own dollars, Boo is raising awareness for muscular dystrophy and other muscle diseases, as well as helping to raise money for the Princess Margaret Hospital for Children. Along with his sister, he has hosted free concerts for various nonprofit groups. Finally, his environmental awareness led him to participate in campaigns and organizations focusing on bettering the world. We're happy to see another young celebrity taking part in a few good causes. Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron is arguably one of the most famous of the Descendants stars, appearing as Mal, the daughter of the Sleeping Beauty villain Maleficent. Her rise to fame began with a role in Shameless in 2012. By 2013, she was already starring in her own Disney original series, playing not one, but 2 different characters. As a testament to her acting skills, she held the role for 4 years, all while acting in movies like Cloud 9 and performing in live stage productions of Hairspray and Mamma Mia. Her prolific acting and incredible self-marketing have nabbed her a net worth of $4 million. In addition to acting, she brings home the bacon as a producer and voiceover artist. Cheyenne Jackson. A more settled actor, Cheyenne Jackson is one of the oldest cast members on the show. At 44, he has racked up a ton of acting and singing credits. He had a recurring role on the NBC series 30 Rock for over 4 years, and guest starred on several TV shows from Curb Your Enthusiasm to Ugly Betty. He even sang backup for Vanessa Williams, who also starred in Ugly Betty. Playing Hades on Descendants seems to be the icing on top of a very big cake. All this work hasn't let Jackson down, and he rests comfortably with a $5 million net worth. He and his husband, Jason Lando, were married in 2014 in a tasteful but pricey wedding in California. 2 years later, they welcomed twins into their family. Getting married and having kids is quite the undertaking, both financially and emotionally, so we're happy to see that Cheyenne is putting some of his wealth towards a meaningful life outside his career. Cameron Boyce. Sadly, Cameron Boyce is no longer with us, as he tragically passed away at the age of 20 in July of 2019. However, he was a breakout Disney star and all-around good guy. After performing on Descendants as Carlos, the son of Cruella de Vil, and starring in a variety of music videos that show off his dance skills, Cameron amassed a net worth of over $5 million. He was heavily active in putting that money to good use and was not one to squander his cash. He lived with a roommate and helped raise money for a variety of charitable organizations in order to make the world he lived in an even better one. His talents and kindness will certainly be missed by many. Sofia Carson. The oldest of the actors who play the children of the Disney villains, Sophia has enjoyed a rather full filmography after her entrance to Disney. Just a year after the first film, she was approached to star in the Disney television film Adventures in Babysitting. However, it's Evie, the daughter of the evil queen from Snow White, that has brought her the most fame, attention, and let's face it, cash. Sophia's current net worth is an astounding $6 million, as she receives about $1 million a year for her work on various projects. She's put some of her hard-earned money to use as she completed her undergraduate degree at the University of California, Los Angeles in broadcast journalism. Her Instagram feed features her in all sorts of fashionable clothes, so we can kind of guess where the other parts of her money are going. KRISTEN Chenowith. Film actress, television star, and absolute Broadway legend, KRISTEN Chenowith is a force to be reckoned with. She's won a Tony and an Emmy for her various works and has more acting credits than any of her fellow castmates from Descendants. She's taken on the role of Maleficent like a champion and is clearly a guiding force in the first film. It's certainly not surprising that her net worth amounts to a hefty $16 million, more than 3 times the net worth of the next richest co-star. She's clearly put in the time and definitely deserves her wealth, so we're not even mad that she's got a condo in Beverly Hills that features a piano room that faces a veranda where she hosts dinner parties for other stars in Hollywood.